Welcome back to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews. Got the Mississippi Madman, Logan Creed, sitting to my left.
Yep.
And today we're going to talk wrestling.
Sure.
I have watched a small bit of wrestling. I know the Madman's watched a good bit of wrestling.
Just two things, really, but I wish
he's watched a big swole bit of wrestling. I've watched a little swole bit of wrestling. And we'll talk about that.
Even when you say it that way.
We'll talk about that and just see where the conversation goes. Deadly draw. This is what, the semifinals?
Because the main match comes up this Saturday on their Saturday
edition of Dynamite. Yeah.
Because NBA.
What did you thumbs up, middle, or down for the whole episode on a whole?
I can't cut it all because the worst part's Brandy. She's just freaking horrible. Sorry.
Agreed. I'm gonna give it a middle.
I'm not gonna turn it all the way down because the other girl busted her butt and she's just trash, man. I'm sorry.
I'm a fan, like I was talking earlier. I'm a fan of Brandy Rhodes when she was just like the manager for Cody.
Yes.
I thought they made good presentation and coming to the ring and stuff. But like as far as an on-air talent, like I don't think she's very entertaining.
I don't either.
I understand why like she was made a ring announcer in WWE, and I mean that not as it's a negative. Like they found her positive. I mean, I'm a Paul Heyman fan. Paul says hide the negative and showcase the positive. Her positive was she looks good.
Yeah, I give her that.
She can talk if you keep it to a minimum. So I thought she done very well as a ring announcer.
She just don't need to be in the ring.
But I don't think she needs to be the star of the show.
And they're having a whole tournament to put her over. If she don't win this tournament, it's going to be a damn miracle.
She's horrible.
I'm sorry, man. I mean, everybody's like, well, you won't get booked. I'm like, I'm 44 years old. At this point, I don't care. But
I mean, she may be better if stuff made sense. But with nothing making sense, with your heel join the babyface group only to turn the babyface heel, but now the
heel's a babyface and a babyface is a heel.
Yeah, like I don't get it.
And they literally have put 4 people together to try to hide her because she's so bad. And QT Marshall isn't great neither. It's like Dustin's really good. He's always been freaking good. The Allie's
poor QT.
Good. QT looks like a jobber, dude. I saw the whole deal where everybody's like, he could have made it to WWE. No, he couldn't. He looks like he's the guy's getting pinned in 2 minutes. He's always had that look.
I mean, they made it to WWE. They didn't say he was going to be champion.
Well, I get that, but I mean, look, I know don't look like superstar Mac Daddy either, but I know I'd take the pin and get paid in 2-3 minutes, get the hell on out of Dodge.
Know your role. Huh?
Know your role, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
but it's like
the whole
team
is horrible.
Oh, it's not good. It doesn't even make any damn sense.
Now, I'll tell you positive that came out of it is like I think the girls, the girl that's in the Dark Order but not there, Anna Jay and Pina Colada or whatever her name is.
Yes.
I thought they made a really good team. I thought with some seasoning, with some time, with some investment, they could be a really good team.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm gonna probably sound horrible when I say this, but change the other girl's name because nobody can remember it. But I thought they have been the bright spot of the whole tournament.
I thought so
for me. I mean, I think the line of the night was Veda Scott said, "It's amazing that in this tournament where everybody was drawn at random, we had 3 teams that are already teams."
Or at least have had past history with each other. Like Evil East knew her friend.
Yeah, Diamante.
And Little Swole and Big Swole are supposedly sisters. Little Swole's fucking great, except for that damn name. It's fucking horrible.
I think she should have been like Sister Swole or something.
A little bit swole, kind of swole, and got to get swole.
Reminds me of the Dupps, bowed up, stand
up.
It's
just, I'm like, let her be herself. Because she is a great wrestler, and she's a lot better than Big Swole to me.
Yeah, I think Big Swole has more like personality.
Yeah,
but Little Swole definitely is better in the ring.
Yeah, she's the technical. She's like the Dean Malenko of the group, but she's entertaining. Dean never had that personality on air,
right?
But she's got personality.
So, but unfortunately, Brandy and Allie beat their team. Who did they face? Who did they face?
It was the final two teams is Diamante and
Evilise.
Evilise, yeah.
So overall, Daily Draw was okay. I mean, if you want to watch it,
the
watch
last
it.
match was actually
the last
decent.
match was really good. Diamante and Evilise versus was it Big Swole, Little Swole?
Yeah, no.
No, it was the other team. Yeah, that match was good. Like, I'd definitely say go watch that match. Just skip the Brandon match.
Yeah. That's sorry.
So,
I'm not sorry. That's y'all stupidity, man. Anybody can watch it and know what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
Call a spade a spade. It is
I
what
would
it is.
I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Like, where does Brandy fall on y'all's like scale? Like, is she good? Is she bad? Like, is it just us that's not enjoying her? Let us know, because I'd be really curious to hear some feedback.
Like, how are the better wrestlers not going forward?
Honest
to God, Allie's decent. She isn't great, Brandy.
Right,
herself.
but compared to Brandy, she's really good.
Yeah, compared to Brandy, hell, she's Dean Malenko. But I mean, I personally think if I would have booked it and it would have come down to it, it'd have been Big Swole, Little Swole against Evilise and
agreed. And here's my thing: is like, Brandy doesn't need to be built. Like, she's already,
the boss.
You know. So like why have a tournament to build the person that's already built? You know,
I don't understand it at all.
I don't get it either. So,
and like I told you a while ago, you didn't know nothing about this heels thing.
I thought she was coming out with like her own line of shoes or something. Because it's like every woman should be comfortable in her own heels.
But it's supposed to be this whole network thing for women where they're doing interviews and matches and all this other stuff. But to be equal, you got to cost $50. So a lot of people are pissed off about it, saying this is just another way for you to con us out of money. So I kind of
Are
agree.
you sure it's not shoes?
I swear to God.
I swear I thought
Look
it was
it
shoes.
up. Look it up. I promise.
Because like the one commercial I saw, like I got it had all the women and all that stuff.
They're trying to double entendre where
but then
heels
it was like,
mean heels.
But
and
Brandy
heels.
was like, every woman should be comfortable in her own heels. So I thought she was selling the shoes.
They saying that, you know, we always talk trash about women, which I admit I do a good bit, but not when they're good. Like I put over Little Swole, nothing but Amazing Kong. I love ODB. There's certain ones I love to watch them. I'll go out of my way to find their matches and watch them if somebody tells me about them.
But if they're horrible,
I'm gonna eat your ass up. I'm not great. Please find my matches and talk shit. It's fine with me.
Yeah, do it in the comments. So you get
fine with me.
Get a little
Go
buzz,
for it.
huh?
You know. But don't mix me up. There's a Logan Creed that's big, tall, and bald, and they're short, fat, and mean. So
if y'all get the Logan Creeds confused,
hey, I've had bookers get us confused, so I don't hear nothing.
Yeah. So what else? What other wrestling you watch?
The Dark.
I started watching AEW Dark. I've got like 2 matches in, so what I'm going to be able to say isn't a whole bunch.
No, that's what I was gonna say.
I do like the team of Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss.
I'm gonna leave my opinion on.
I dig that it's kind of like that odd couple. You're not going to get two people that are complete opposites than them. You know what I mean? But they have the connection of both being from New Jersey. So
is that what it is?
Yeah, they kind of have that thing going. And I thought for a team put together that should have been good, I think they clicked pretty well.
I don't think they have an option. They're like, this is what we're stuck with.
Might as well make something out of it. Yeah. So I'm still pulling for Joey's cousin Kung Fu Janela to show up, but
maybe the stupid virus goes away, it will happen.
You know, shout out to the Janela clan and all those that are associated with that. But that would be kind of cool. Maybe we see a heel turn with Kung Fu Janela and Joey Janela turning on Sonny Kiss.
True. What was the other match you saw?
But that match, I really thought that was a really good match. They had essentially 2 guys they had put together just to kind of be squash guys.
That's all it was.
But all 4 men went out of their way to make that match really good. And, man, it shows like those other guys worked really hard. It was a hard-hitting match. It had some really good spots in it. And I'd say it was probably like a 60-40. I mean, it was real close. So I definitely dug the match.
Well, I think the whole show's like an hour and 30-something minutes.
Yeah.
So they're going out of their way to make that show a little bit longer.
Yeah. And then I got to the second match, which was Will Hood. Is that right? Was that his name?
Hobb.
Will Hobb. Dude's impressive.
He's huge, but they're using again. He's being used as a jobber, and that guy could really be something.
Yeah,
they just use him.
I mean, definitely. Hey, maybe put a little stock in him.
Hey, like I told you, Orange Cassidy knocked him out in one punch.
And I'm an Orange fan, but come on, man, make it.
It's just so stupid.
Like.
But they're trying to put him over because of the Jericho thing, and.
I mean, I guess he's got power of the punch,
well,
huh?
I mean, but they could have had a 5-minute match, something.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have knocked him out. He ain't one punch man.
I mean, if they wanted to make him strong, like you honestly could have had like the guy put a lot of heat on him right at the beginning to show that like you can't kill him, and then have him fire up and come back and boom, 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 and get all his pocket spots in. And
but it's like you went from a joke wrestler to now a kind of serious wrestler, and it's like there was very little in between. You know what I mean? You didn't really transition well.
I mean, I love Orange. I don't think Orange has to be in the ring having matches to be entertaining. So I wish they'd kind of go back to just giving us a little bit of Orange at a time.
But now he's the main eventer with Jericho.
Yes, makes no sense. And I'm an Orange Cassidy fan. Like I'm a huge Orange Cassidy fan. But him being it shouldn't be. I mean, I'm sorry.
I liked him better as what ant was he?
Fire Ant.
Red Ant, yeah, I liked him better as Red Ant.
Or supposedly that's who he was.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean,
I went back and studied the stuff in Red Ant and the stuff he does. He's Red Ant. If he ain't there, like body copies, move copies, everything copies.
He may be a fan of the Chikarmi.
Yeah, well, that's gone now.
So yeah, well, save America. So,
me too. So,
God bless the Queen. All that good stuff.
The main event was a 8-man tag.
All right, who was the 8 men? Let me. And I want to guess who won.
Let's see. Butcher and the Blade.
Okay.
With the Lucha Brothers against SCU. And I'm trying to remember who their tag partners was. That's the ones I'm not remembering. Was it? No, it wasn't them. Damn it.
The Dark Order?
No, it wasn't Dark Order. Damn it, you're going to make me look it up. I swear I don't remember. I have to go to my phone too. Oh, there it is in my pocket. But, so far, who do you think it is? Or you need to know the last two attack.
Yeah, Best Friends?
Wasn't Best Friends. Everybody write me when I ain't paying no attention. Let's see. Hold on.
Peter Avalon?
No, because they had a match that was actually really good this week.
Young Bucks?
No, it wasn't the Young Bucks. They don't hardly do that show unless they just got to. A couple of weeks ago, they did work Peter Avalon and their buddy.
Yeah. Brandon Cutler. I like Brandon Cutler.
I think they have potential to be the...
Yeah.
Shut the hell.
So Butcher and Blade and...
I'm trying to remember, dude. I'm going here just to get the whole card.
And Pentagon and Phoenix.
No, you missed... you did get to see Michael Nakazawa and Superbad.
I'm a huge fan of Superbad.
And I hate Michael Nakazawa.
That match... They told the story like he couldn't get his hands on him, and then he dives over the rope on top of him and basically power bombs himself. I'm like, hey, if you can't hold on to this guy, if you can't land on him in the ring, it's probably not a good idea to try to land on him on the outside.
Private Party.
Private Party. I like Private Party.
And it was a great match.
I'm gonna say Phoenix's and Pentagon's team won.
Yeah, but who got the pin? Butcher and Blade or the Lucha Brothers?
Lucha Bros.
Wrong.
Really?
They've been pushing Butcher and Blade on this show. And I didn't come in thinking they were going to be a great tag team, but they've really grown on me a lot.
I just wish they would have left Allie with them as the bunny.
Like they had to make her the bad guy to be a good guy for Brandy and all that crap.
She fell in love with QT and his apple-eating abilities.
Nothing like a...
Yeah, you got the same hairstyle.
It's going there. Let's see. Ricky Starks did a promo.
Ricky Starks tore that promo up, son. And like, I love the line. He's like, I ain't got to be John, Joseph, or Judas to know that this is gonna be your last supper if you keep messing around with Ricky Starks. And I'm like, that is fire right there.
I thought he had a match right after.
No.
Maybe he had a match later on because Taz was getting all over him because the guy that he was fighting.
It
is. It was Lee Johnson. It was the guy I was telling you about.
With the pin.
That's part of MJF's voting team.
Yeah. Campaign team.
Yeah, campaign team. But Ricky Starks won. It's needless to say.
And Ricky Starks part of Team Taz, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm thinking MJF. My bad. I went backwards. Then it's the Hybrid 2 versus the Initiative.
Okay.
Which is Brandon Cutler and
Pretty Peter.
And dude, that was a good match. And at one point, I really thought Brandon and them were going to win. And of course they did.
I wish they would separate them, which I know they're not. But like, I thought both of those guys have tons of potential. But man, like, I don't get it.
They got enough cruiserweights to do a really good cruiserweight division, and they won't do it because they're like, everybody can wrestle everybody.
I mean, that's fine. Like,
but it would be so much better matches if you would let the cruiserweights wrestle.
I just hate the just doing stuff to do stuff.
And everybody's got to be fun.
And then like, I don't know. It's so.
And then there's nothing you can say about it.
Like, none of their shows make any sense.
I can't help it. But then you had this girl, Red Velvet, versus Abaddon.
Okay.
Abaddon, to me, has a great look. But I don't think she's great. She's the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
But they're pushing her like she's the Ultimate Warrior because she's going over everybody.
Well, hey, I guess if it works, it works.
That's my feeling. And then you have John Silva and Alex Reynolds and Colt Cabana versus D3, Ryzen, and Fabu Andre.
Hey, Fabu's in the Great Southern 8 if we get to have it this year.
Yeah, well, he's in it.
So,
but you get to see that Colt still doesn't realize he's in a bad guy group and plays stupid the whole time. It's like, why are y'all cheating? That's shame on you. Literally. I'm like, so Colt Cabana has mentally challenged because he doesn't realize what TV show he's on. He never sees it, evidently. He's in the back. With lights cut out and his ears got his fingers in them.
Well, I mean, if you want something that makes less sense than that, I believe it was on Being the Elite. I did watch that and it was horrible too.
Yes, it is.
But Peter Avalon was trying to get into the Dark Order, and he's like, "Please don't tell Brandon. Please don't tell Brandon." And Brandon Cutler's like, "Don't you realize I'm standing here holding the camera?" And so Peter just kind of like walks down, like takes the elevator down under the table because he wasn't smart enough to realize the dude holding the camera was his tag partner. Yeah.
All right. Well, next was Ricky Starks versus Lee Johnson. Take a guess who won.
Ricky Starks.
There you
about that.
But Lee Johnson is another guy. They're letting him get a lot in his matches.
And
I can see why. He's actually a very good wrestler.
I agree.
Next was another set of jobbers. These guys were Baron Black and Tony.
Hey, Baron Black.
Dante?
Tony
Donati?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry if I jacked your name up. Versus Santana and Ortiz. This match was the fastest match I have ever seen. That was a tag match on there. It only probably went 6-7 minutes.
I like Baron Black. He's good.
But they didn't get much.
Well,
they got pinned and paid, so that's what matters.
Paychecks.
Then you had Lance Archer versus John Cruz and Jesse Sorensen.
Jesse Sorensen, really?
Yeah, one of them got carried to the ring. I couldn't tell you which one it was. And one was out there just kind of like, where's my partner at? And he comes out on Lance Archer's shoulders.
Well,
and then they got
Jesse Sorensen's the guy from TNA that broke his neck that time.
Mm-hmm.
Remember him?
And they got the hell beat out of him in this. That's all I can tell you. So evidently that didn't mean too much to them. And
super cool
AEW.
to see him back wrestling. That's cool.
But they lost, and Lance just beats the ever-loving hell out of him for about 7-8 minutes.
Why not?
Allen 5 and Angles versus Billy.
Oh, Alan Angels he's number 5 from the Dark Order. Alan Angels was almost in the Southern 8 this year. He is phenomenal.
And then he fought Billy Gunn, and they had a better match than I expected.
Allen is super good. Super good.
And then the main event was what I told you, Lucha Brothers and all them.
Cool.
But,
Well, yeah, so.
the show's worth watching. Usually I'll watch it and I'll sit there and draw same time and I'll watch it. But
I like AEW Dark from all their shows. But I just wish somebody would pay attention and take notes and stop doing stuff to go, hey, you know what would be funny? If I didn't see you filming. I mean, you know, back in the day when the camera was like the size of like
football field.
Yeah, you know, now the camera's this big. If you can't see me going,
well, they're doing this. I mean, they're using their phones.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, quit treating us like we're stupid.
I mean,
But, you know, I guess if,
that's what's getting over, I guess.
I doubt it, but, you
I mean,
know.
somehow they're winning the Wednesday night wars.
Yeah, only in certain age groups or
Is that
something.
what it is?
Yeah. On being the elite, one of the young bucks tells Brandon Cole, like, hey, we need something for the over 50 and 50 seconds. Could you do something really boring? Because, you know, that's what they like. And, he tells them how to, like, put a computer fan in the computer or something. It was horrible. Yeah, it was bad.
My bad.
So,
So the people that want to see selling are over 50? Is that what it comes down to?
yeah. I think people...
And storylines that make sense?
I think the people that just want it to be cohesive.
But have you ever got your feelings hurt so bad you cut off your Twitter? You know, because that's what happens with Brandy and the freaking Young Bucks. You know, they cut off their Twitter. And
hey, we know you guys on Twitter made us famous, but if you're not saying nice things about us, we're
going to cut it off. Like, that's the point, though. Sometimes you want people to be mad at you. You know, they were literally trying to be the bad guys at one point. And then it's like they got mad that they were the bad guys, and they got over to being bad guys, and the fans started insulting them.
You're not supposed to really get mad when we do dumb stuff. All right, guys, that has been Ego on Break bashing AEW. So
it is what it is. You know.
Until next time.
Oh, watch wrestling.
Watch wrestling.